to Oak Swamp and part 30 of the Austin 10 special wrap. Firstly, I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. Watcher lads, welcome aboard. Secondly, as usual, thanks to everyone who left a like and a comment. Keep them coming. This week I'm going to be cracking on with the musical skills of my friend Jim Hammond.
Hello.
Let's do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this off here and down this back edge. Basically, I'm going to be moving this up and back to about here. That's easy. Rigid that is now, just with a couple of tacks. That's solid now. So I've got to take it all off again, cut these down, because what I did in the first place was made it too long, but I preferred looking at it than looking for it, so I'm going to whip them off, cut the outside ones down and weld it all up. There you go. I'm back on the Isle of Wight, having a bit of a holiday.
Cheers.
As I was on the Isle of Wight, I had to come back to Wight Classics and see our pal, Charlie.
You alright?
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
So, another one of your customers' cars, is it?
Yeah, Austin 12.6.
And what you done to him?
We did an engine rebuild, and yeah, we had new wings made for it that runs lovely.
Does it?
The 6 cylinders, it's such a nice engine.
Is it?
So balanced. Because it just sits there idle, you can balance a like penny on top of it, sort of thing.
Lush. No way, man. Did you hear that? Yeah, it's a lovely old motor. It's a bit clean for me, really.
Yeah, it's really tidy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tidy. So here's Charlie's Moggy. You might remember from last time he was panel beating the roof, and it is absolutely dead flat. There's not a ripple in that. Have you still got the Studebaker rig?
Yeah, it's next door.
Obviously, it's so excited last time. I really wanted to have a look round it, but I rushed round it, and the wife and kids were here. Can we look at it again?
Yeah, of course, mate.
Ah, you got the body on.
Yeah, it's just rested on there. It's not.
Oh, holy shit, that looks excellent.
It
Doesn't
looks great, doesn't it?
So what year was this?
16.
1916.
It's a Bitzer.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a special.
Yeah, it is a special. 6 litre straight 6.
So it's a litre a pot.
Yeah, I think it's just under.
What are these?
Primers.
Ah, so you prime it with fuel.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's this, advanced retard on there, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
No front brakes then?
No.
Is that oil level?
Yeah.
I can remember him. So Charlie's 26 and he's been doing this for most of his life. Now, what got you into this then, Charlie?
Well, my dad and my granddad raced silly old cars.
They race cars?
Yeah.
Really? What sort of stuff?
Raced a 1908 Atala, land speed record Delage.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
did your dad own that?
No, my granddad did.
Your granddad owned it?
Yeah.
I can see why you're into the stuff then, mate.
Yeah.
It's right in your blood then?
Yeah, proper.
So what's your plans for the future?
Just building cars, fixing cars, that's
Building
it.
cars.
Yeah.
He's got a nice Austin frame up the top we've just been talking about, which that's going to be a little, single seater?
Yeah, probably, single seater. Just got to find a big old plane engine really.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
When's the plan to start that?
So I've got to generate some budget first. Yeah. They're not cheap, are they? Plane engines.
Nah, I saw one on eBay and it was a Curtis V8
Yeah.
and it had no price, so I rung the guy up.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon? He said, Curtis V8, aero engine. How much do you reckon?
What, 50 or something stupid like that?
Yeah, 45 grand.
Yeah. Expensive.
Yeah. What else we got? Series 1?
I think it's a Series 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fucking thing's Land Rover. I would never have another Land Rover.
Really?
I don't want them. Sorry, Land Rover community, but the hook did it for me, all that welding. Right, I better get on this. Thanks for showing us around again, mate.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Now, this is going to be a regular thing with Charlie. Every time I come to the Isle of Wight, I'm going to come and check up on him. But the thing is, he hasn't started this project yet, but he's going to, aren't you?
Hopefully, yeah. I've got to get my Morris done first, and then I'll be on it.
He's been a year on that roof, so don't hold your breath, folks. Cheers, brother.
It's alright, bud.
I'll see you later, Charlie.
Bye.
See you, dude. Right, I better go and pick the kids up from the beach. So I'm just driving back up the road and I see this. Now that's a Rover V8 in there. Now here comes the fella. Look at that. Good job, brother. Did you build it?
No. Made by a guy called Chris Ireland.
Right, what, is he on the island?
No.
What we got under it? Jag! Yeah, I bet this thing moves, doesn't it? I built a few things with Rover V8s in, but this is insane, man.
It does handle extremely well. It's got a few things I want redoing, but what it is.
How many horses is this?
I was told it was about 262.
And it weighs 700
About
kilos.
700 kilos.
370 a tonne, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Thanks a lot, Brian. Thanks for
nice,
showing
mate.
us round,
Yeah.
dude. Well, there you go. I better hurry up because I left them at the beach 3 hours ago. Works a 13-year-old.
Not very accurate.
Not very accurate.
Yeah, the boys ended up watching it.
So we made it to our Norman Sands on the Isle of Wight, and we're all drinking coffee. How you doing, Norm?
I'm not doing too bad.
Norman finally got his key ring after all this time.
Where is it?
Look at that. How long ago was that? You're a gentleman. Nice to meet you.
Cheers, yeah.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the coffee.
Yeah, bye.
See ya. Right, so this is what I've been doing. First of all, I put this 4mm plate on the cheek at the end of the chassis. Then I've tacked this back in. So this whole thing I've moved back by about 3.5 inches, nearly 4 inches. And then I've cut this piece just to add an extra bit of support, and that'll make this rigid because it's going to have the weight of the tank on it and the occupant's probably leaning back on it. So I got to this point and I was about to start trimming up and I was going to weld it up, but then I started considering where I'm going to put my shock absorbers. Now here's one. I've got a load of these, but I'm not going to use them because they're all naffed. My idea is possibly is to have them in here, because that would fall nicely for right underneath the axle there. So I'm not going to cut these off for a minute. I'm not going to weld it up. I'm just going to leave it like that. But to carry on with all of this piece, what I'm going to need to do is get the tunnel in next. Now I've decided to use the original steel tunnel what was in the car, because it's probably a bit stronger and using the same gauge aluminium. A lot stronger, I'd have thought. And I can weld it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these off either side because they're pretty rotten and cut it up to about here. Now I'm going to have to make a new cross member that comes across here, and that whole area will be supported there for the seat so you can stand on it and get in and out. So I've just tapped this bit of angle, and that's basically what I've got to recreate. So this is a bit of 1/2 like this tunnel's made of, so what I'm going to do is make a bit of an L-shaped piece and sit it down here.
Playing them cards till the sun comes up. Can't remember you had such luck. Pocket full of money and drinks all around. How much before you hit the ground? Yeah, the boys are half born. Right, you're on the floor. Good times here at the hole in the wall. If my daddy find out, it's gonna hammer for bait. Standing on the porch with the gun on the hip. I hope he didn't see the peg on the lips, yeah. Then I might dash back through the old tin shack. There's good times here at the hole in the wall. You can see the billboard, won't you walk right in? They're playing music from way back when. People coming from near and far, just to get it underneath the stars, yeah. Take my advice, roll a few dice. Good times here at the hole in the wall.
Okay, there it is. That's pretty rigid. Being steel, I think it's going to be a bit tougher. What I've done is puddle welded all of this. As you can see now, the floor will go straight across from there to there. Happy with that? Right, tip jar. I can't believe the response. You guys were so generous. Unbelievable. Listen, I'm going to have to crack on because there's quite a few names. Stephen Blacker, John Stuart Gay, Stephen Chapman, David Edwards, Martin Mulder, Jonathan Falloway, Timothy Devos, David Wiles, John David Mitchell, Chopper Trash, Jonathan Thompson, Martin Kay, Graham Hitchens, Chris Martin, Blair Davison, Randall Houston, Andy Oliver, Brian Colchin, Martin Genoway, Dave Harper, Ken Richardson, Tan and Canvas Repair, Stephen Jeremy Pegram, Paul Follas, David Bruce, Jerry Laws and Alan Campling. Now all those dudes contributed to the tip jar and their names gone on the wardrobe, ready for a drawer a bit later. Now if you too want to be part of this channel and contribute, please go over to my homepage. On the right, just above subscribe, you'll see tip jar. Tap on that, and if you can afford it, bung us a couple of quid. It will be greatly appreciated. Cheers if you do that. parcel's arrived. Let's open her up, see what she is. Look at that, I've got a bag of jelly beans with it. Look at him. It's like about 4 inches wide, 4 inches deep. 10mm pulley. Let's go and see how it looks. So the alternator on 850 Reliant engines usually sits here, but it's really tight. You got the dipstick tube directly behind it and the chassis not far off here, so you're not going to get much swing on it. So what I figure I'm going to do, I'm going to put in this side, and that gives me loads of throw down here. It also keeps it a bit closer to the engine, so you're not filling up the alternator with water every time. But it looks pretty good. 50 amp. This looks like it's going to rust if I want it to or not. Right, these are the little bolts I got, and they're little coach bolts. Now what I intend to do with these is take all the zinc off, get all these little numbers off, just sand it down. And what I'm going to use these for is bolting all the body together. And they kind of look something like that. I tried one out over here. I've took all the zinc off and I've made the head just slightly smaller, so that's what I'm going to do. All these top ones. Anywhere you can see a bolt, I'm going to put a round head on it. There's one in there, look. The one that's rusted in, you won't even know it's there. And the rust is gonna run down the aluminium. I know Alien Steel is gonna do the corrosion thing as soon as it gets water to it, but I don't care, because that's the sort of thing I want. I want this to age. The quicker it ages, the better. What do you reckon it is? So I'm going to put this in a bit later. I'm going to take this blue thing off of here, and like that. 12 volts, 80 watts, then like that. 3 Chinese, but we'll see. Right, so I just whipped this rad out, and I'm going to just quickly fit this fan. But it sits on there just right. Right, so these are all the bits you get with it. So, I'm assuming these bits, yeah, these just go into there like so. I can only use 2 of these and it won't go on the other thing, but I think it'll be alright. I'm assuming you do. Like so. Right, so I'm going to throw it in and see how ugly it looks from the front. There you go, bright sunshine, and in the shade, that's not bad at all, you can't. I don't think that's bad at all. And from this side, you don't know it's in there. And I think that thing's going to blow a hoolie.
Here's Nick. It's for you.
Oh, look at that.
Some drills to break.
Thanks, mate.
That's right.
Good lad. Oh, blimey. Are they sharp, these drills?
What's so bloody sharp?
What do you reckon, Greg?
Look, real sharp.
I got bloody sharp drills
Might
now.
be 1 or 2 there's.
Nah, bang on. Ah, yeah, man. That's ideal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Of course it bloody works. There we go.
Look at that.
Brilliant.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you very much, Megan. What's in this box?
Split pins.
Split pins. I was going to go and buy some.
Just as well you didn't.
Well done, Mick.
No, this is one of my mates. I was clearing out his shed and...
Are you in any mental cars?
So,
what did you walk round?
No, I only came round in a Fiat. Nothing exciting.
Mick's got loads of cars. Right, now I've got to make a cross member.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and.
Cheers, please.
My babe don't stand no cheating, does my babe. My babe don't stand no cheating, does my babe.
Right, those two cheeks are going on here like this. Now obviously I can't have that cross member there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a loop up here which follows the tunnel. Hopefully that should be enough to bite this lot together. I'm also going to box in these pieces just to give a good bit of strength on these corners where the leaf springs are.
My babe don't stand no fooling, does my babe. Oh, she don't stand no fooling, does my babe. Oh, she don't stand no fooling. When she's hot, there ain't no cooling. My baby, cute little honey, that's my babe.
Okay, now I'm going to cut this middle out now. I've got these sides on. See exactly what it does. So this is the original Austin bumper, and I'm going to use the steel because I need something that looks like this.
My babe don't stand my money, does my babe. My babe don't spend my money, no, my babe. My babe don't spend my money. I tell you all, I find it kind of funny. My babe, cute little honey, that's my babe.
There you go. Tacked on there, but I think that's going to be more than enough. It feels solid as a rock. I'm going to trim this down a bit.
My babe don't stand no cheating, does my babe. My babe don't stand no cheating, does my babe. Oh, she don't stand no cheating, don't do none of that midnight creeping. My babe, cute little honey, that's my babe. She's my baby, cute little honey, that's my baby.
Right, I hope you're enjoying the music this week, and if you are, my mate Jim has kindly donated a CD to Oak Swamp, which I'm going to give to you.
This album I recorded at Magic Garden Studios a few years ago up in Birmingham. There are 16 songs on there, some original and some covers, all for your listening pleasure.
Now, if you want to win that CD, it couldn't be easier. All you've got to do is tell me how much all of these aluminium discs I cut out of the wrap weigh.
So if you want to win this CD, kindly leave a comment below on how much you think all of those aluminium discs weigh.
Well, that's about it for this week, lads, I'm afraid. Thanks for watching, and big thanks to Jim this week for supplying the music. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you do the old competition, and make sure you hang around because we got a bit of a Johnny Cash song at the end. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a like, a comment. Make sure you get subscribed. Do the competition. Bung me a couple of quid in the tip jar, and I'll catch you dudes next time. Hang loose.
promised sunshine, I don't know when. Stuck in Folsom Prison, time is dragging on. Those people keep rolling down to San Antone. When I was a baby, my mama told me, son,
What's he say?
always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Well, those people keep rolling. I hit my head and I cried. Yeah. Bet those rich folks eating out at fancy dining cars, probably drinking whiskey and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. Well, I can be free. I wish I was out there surrounded by Jim Hammond CDs. Yeah. If they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I'll take it further and along down the line. Far away from Folsom, that's where I want to be. Those people keep rolling, that's what is torturing me. All aboard, be free in your mind and your soul. Only got 362 days to a 7-year sentence. What you got to say for yourself? Don't forget to subscribe.
You two are a cunt.
Jim's taking off.